TV shows get cancelled all the time, especially when they aren't doing as well as expected. Now, The Inside Job has been cancelled by Netflix after just one season. So what really happened? The cancellation was tweeted out on Sunday night by Gravity Falls writer Shion Takeuchi. She says, and I quote, "It breaks my heart to report that Netflix has decided to scrap production on Inside Job Season 2. I am devastated not to be able to watch these characters grow up over the years because they've become real people to me."
Ha! Who's an antisocial weirdo now? Not the girl who invented robot arms to hug strangers. Oh my god, I sound insane.
As reported by Deadline, Netflix has decided not to air Season 2 of Inside Job. Surprisingly, in June of last year, the streaming service said they had renewed the show for a second season. Strange. Starring Lizzie Kaplan, Christian Slater, and Clark Duke, Inside Job is a parody of the 90s sci-fi thriller The X-Files. Takeuchi and Alex Hirsch, creators of Gravity Falls, served as co-executive producers on the show. The first 10 episodes of Inside Job launched on Netflix in October 2021, while the second batch of 10 episodes premiered in November 2022. The shadow government and dysfunctional crew tasked with carrying out international plots are the subjects of this animated comedy. According to the story, Cognito Incorporated is a shadow government agency, and the show takes place in its offices, where antisocial tech genius Regan Ridley and her partner Brett Hand work to uncover the infinite secrets of the world hidden in the shadows. Regan remains upbeat despite the many obstacles she must overcome to get her desired promotion, such as her crazy conspiracy-mongering father and negligent co-workers. And it was only fair that Regan and Brett had a happy ending. Takeuchi wrote on Twitter on Sunday that he wished he could have told his followers about an upcoming surprise. However, we now know that it's not going to be the case. As the first adult animated series produced by Netflix Animation Studios, Inside Job marked the beginning of Takeuchi's overall deal with the streaming service. The cancellation of Shion Takeuchi's critically acclaimed animated comedy written by the creator of Gravity Falls is a shockingly cruel turn of events. Once again, another fan favorite show ends on a cliffhanger. And this leaves the audience with more questions than answers. Netflix has irreparably harmed its standing with both its viewership and the artists who supply its content. With the cancellation of Inside Job, the service will anger yet another generation of viewers and establish a new benchmark for cruelty in business.
Do you guys want to get out of here before this gets weirder?
Immediately.
No, this is an abomination. I was already leaving.
The unfortunate truth is that animated material has traditionally been viewed as having less cultural value than live action. Animated shows have high production costs, so if they don't have a significant cultural and financial effect, they might as well not exist. But Netflix doesn't seem to care much for the show being renewed for a second season.
I don't think they're being honest with us about who's really in control.
So what's the plot of Inside Job? And could that have been the reason for its cancellation? For those who don't know, the adult-oriented workplace comedy about a government agency located underground was written by Shion Takeuchi, well known for penning multiple episodes of the popular Disney series Gravity Falls. Cognito Inc. is a shadowy global powerhouse, and the show follows its employees as they go about their daily business. Inside Job's setting is very similar to the one Concoction's wildest dreams are made of. All major historical events have been orchestrated by a small group of elites. The president is a robot, and lizard people exist in this wacky world of theirs. In the middle of it all is a varied collection of co-workers just trying to get by, keep their jobs, and save the world. Regan, played by Lizzie Kaplan, is a mad scientist with the good intentions of bettering the world. She's just as awkward in social situations as she is bright, but she's the only one at Cognito who seems to care about individuals beyond the company's corporate ladder. Christian Slater plays Regan's unstable father Rand, a former co-founder of Cognito who is now unemployed due to his involvement in nearly revealing its operations. When it comes to people's safety, you can never be too careful with Rand, since he is a man who has turned paranoia into a weapon. Regan directs a group that includes a slick PR executive, a failed super soldier with dolphin DNA, a reformed druggy biochemist, and a swarm of psychic mushrooms. Brett, a sycophantic political operative so faceless that facial recognition software can't pick him up, joins the squad and shenanigans follow. It's a wild show with stunning visuals and an intriguing plot. Sadly, fans who are interested in the story will never learn how it ends. And this is all thanks to the highly unexpected cancellation. Amazingly, Inside Job was viewed for a record 21,240,000 hours within its first 9 days on Netflix, which is why its cancellation is even more surprising. In the roughly 285 minutes that make up an entire season, there's plenty of time for at least 75,000 spectators to tune in. And because so many fans didn't binge the series all at once, the true number is probably far higher. The show has a 79% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Not the finest score of all time, but it's a decent fresh rating. The first season consists of 18 episodes divided into 2 halves. The show originally earned an order for 20. So with great viewership and critical popularity, why would Netflix pull the plug on Inside Job? Unfortunately, analytics seem to be the correct answer. The second season of Inside Job was officially ordered back in June of 2022. Netflix renewed the show for a second season after seeing how well the first half performed. However, when the second installment was released, Netflix decided not to continue the series. While this has historically been an extremely unusual event, the lightning-fast pace of streaming media is rapidly changing that. There's a good chance that Netflix looked at the data from Part 2 and decided it wasn't worth keeping. No one knows how much was spent on making Inside Job, but it was probably a lot. Compared to something like Stranger Things, it pales in comparison, but it's still not quite as successful. With the exception of guaranteed hits like Bridgerton and cult favorites like The Umbrella Academy, Netflix has been canceling shows left and right. The streaming company has little interest in Inside Job or its fans, since the show did not generate unlimited profits, did not launch a successful merchandising line, and did not appeal to the company's target demographics. Netflix's continuous PR crisis is painfully illustrated by Inside Job. Fans have learned the hard way that they should avoid getting emotionally attached in any mystery series on the platform. Now they know that not even being renewed for a second season can save their beloved show. The message is getting through to Netflix viewers loud and clear. Putting your faith in something that isn't finished is a risky proposition. Nothing is guaranteed, no original series is assured airtime, and nothing's safe. Netflix will only respond by canceling additional shows if customers quit watching them as soon as they're released. Why? Because they're tired of their favorite storylines ending with unresolved cliffhangers. The only possible result of this never-ending loop is the eventual demise of virtually all works of art that are taken up by Netflix. The events in Inside Job are tragic on many levels. There's a remote possibility it could be picked up somewhere.
I can't believe Jeff Bezos is dead.
And right in his prime.
But in the competitive world of online streaming, even modestly successful media has no chance of survival. So, can Netflix go out of business because of its own botched original series? We'll have to wait to find out.
Daddy issues, yeah.